Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. Around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. And now,
broadcasting
live.
We will broadcast live.
Live. This is ExtraClass, streaming to the world and beyond.
Hey, let's go.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
I want to remember if you do that something here. Mic check 1. Audio check 1. Peeps, good night. I know if you don't hear me. You understand? I know, you know what I think? Love is always there. No matter we just sorry, ragga, here we not right, now I'm just go and grow some here, yeah, man. Peace, big up on yourself and a happy new year. Hope everybody alright. You understand what I say? It's been a while. It's been a while, but not change. I did teach you, so me same one. You know there's something go.
Yeah, this is Nature. Ellis representing for ExtraClass, saying we teach them. Little piece of my story, piece of ExtraClass story. Yeah, a piece of my life, piece of my life. Hey, teach them, I give them the story. Hey, watch you now. ExtraClass control country. Lock the place in the city. To deal with your music, I say. Did not have a place to stay, but I pray to Jah for a better day. Hey, teach them never stray. ExtraClass is for the trying man and trying no man, working for a better situation. ExtraClass is for the trying man and trying.
Yeah, peeps, we're there. We're not even 2 years on time, you know, because night I come. Big up to the people and when are the busy. You understand? Long time in us the ones them. Hope the ones them alright. Rosie B, big up yourself in assist. Father David McLeod. Lenny Man, blessings in the farm. Lady Janet Brown, how are you? Miss Cynthia Jeffers. You know the thing of peace, big up on yourself. Griffiths, or go on Father Walters. You know there's something. So many foolishness are going on in Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water. Blessings are nothing we shouldn't shatter. But politicians come thief everything and turn we in a papa. Now we can't take care of our son or our daughter. Never mind. But yeah, me not talk about no politics tonight. You understand what I'm saying? We not go vote for who no want vote for. We talk about politics election night. We talk about who win and who lose and who confuse and who get abused and anything. You understand what I'm saying? Just vote with your head and not your heart. You understand what I'm saying? Select the best candidate who you think is best able to represent you and your needs and your family needs. You understand what I'm saying? That. Me not comfortable about no politics. You understand? This is only about foolishness that go on and sitting. But you know that are for them business over, so we talk about that. One next time, I say we are Mobay, Pier 1, parts of the hip strip in Montego Bay, and parts of the pier and craft market in Otrius were severely flooded as weather, unstable weather associated with the passage of a cold front caused the sea to inundate areas of those tourism hotspot center. I guess the damages are still being assessed. So we no lives were lost. We give thanks to that. But truth of the matter is that I can't recall a cold front weather incident causing the type of flooding, coastal flooding it did, or it has done in Mobay and Otrius. Maybe it happened before my time or before I started paying attention to these things, but I can't remember it happening. But also from the standpoint of me, everybody know that my degree is in geography and environmental studies. From that point of view, I will tell you that this is not the last time that this will happen. And unfortunately, the regularity in which this may happen going forward may be a cause for concern as the whole global warming, sea level rise phenomena continue to take hold. Many people believe that environmentalists and climatologists are alarmist and they are just, saying things to say things. Say it, but we'll see what happens. And think, okay, Bachelor, I don't remember that. Zane, and thing. And in 2005, would that be as a result of the passage of a cold front, or that would have been the result of the passage of a tropical cyclone, hurricane type vibration? So I don't know. Trivia in 5. I think the first time I said the name, bless up everybody. Big up on yourself. Opal Tone, good night. Zane, peeps, share the Jatchild, man, as I respect, Jesse Edmond, blessings in our family, give thanks. Feel free for share the thing on one part. Katabi, if you're in the building, big up yourself in our family. You see me? So I won't get into a whole climate change, global warming lesson tonight, but from my level of training, I can assure you that this is not something that is going away. And sad to say that whilst there are things that we can do locally in terms of coastal training and erecting breakwaters or seawalls or elevating some coastal roadways and stuff, ultimately the real massive contributors to global warming are the industrialized nations, and they will not be incentivized. Well, they will not find incentive in reducing certain things because it will affect their economy. So herein lies the problem. It is island states, island nations like Jamaica that will feel the greatest brunt of the effects of sea level rise and these things. But right for our next lesson, if you don't want then lesson on the link me want to pay me, I tell you now. Yeah, so I say, Craig, blessings, Patriot, blessings. Zane, love entertainment. So, as I said, some more other things are going on. Don't feel like me never been a follow the NWC, NEPA, DPP situation. One next time we talk about that. You see NEPA, I'm telling you about NEPA a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying? What else been a go on? So many things. But tonight I come to talk about a few things. But tonight I come to talk about Beachy Stout situation. Because I know some people still them up themselves about the fact that the conspiracy charge between Beachy and Oscar Barnes was thrown out. I mean, if you have been paying attention, that shouldn't be surprising. But we talk about that. One look sitting with Leoda Bradshaw, something with Kevin Smith, a pastor brother run one part, run one place. Fritz Pinnock, why I know Fritz Pinnock is, why I do even know him, sir? You understand me? I say, but the United States, well, the State Department issued about 2 weeks ago, or a week and something ago, a level 3 travel advisory to its citizens in relation to Jamaica. You know what I mean? Many people are up in arms, let me say, especially within the government and such, about the latest advisory. And as such, I think the Minister of Foreign Affairs sought audience with some people. And the United States has held firm. So the U.S. has defended its latest travel advisory for Jamaica. Now, Washington has defended its latest travel advisory for Jamaica, saying the safety of its citizens is its first priority and it is obligated to provide information to them. Fair, we can't dispute that. So the U.S. Embassy in Kingston, in a post on its social media pages, said the advisory, which was updated on January 23, was not timed with any other issue. Since the update to the advisory, Minister of Foreign Affairs Kamina Johnson-Smith has held talks with U.S. officials aimed, amid what she described as Jamaica's concerns over the scope and extent of the advisory by Washington to Americans who intend to visit the island. Now, this week, Jamaica's ambassador to the United States, Audrey Marks, also called for the Consular Affairs Bureau of the United States or of the U.S. State Department to rescind or modify its travel advisory for the country. She said Jamaica does not experience other crimes found in jurisdictions designated as level 3. However, the U.S. noted that the level of our travel advisory did not change with the update and has remained at level 3, the same level it has been since March of 2022. It also said the release contained an analytical update on medical services in Jamaica. That's the next story for you next time. The update incorporated analysis of accidents, illnesses, and deaths of U.S. citizens based on a review of the health services and medical care received when U.S. citizens are hospitalized, it said. So, travel advisory for nothing. Style them and pull. Wonder what JA did to do this cause, man. I know. Richard, how you did, family? Just a check in, bro. We need to talk. Alright, I have you up. How Richie have me on for you now? Well, I mean, we see what go on. When we don't stream later, I call you. So now I go sleep because I have to defend myself like how Jamaica try to defend themselves against the travel advisory. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, America has been issuing travel advisory for Jamaica for a long time. I don't know how much impact it has on Americans who intend to travel to Jamaica. I don't know how many of them actually take it into consideration. The tourist numbers would say that we have been doing well despite these advisories and such. Voice of Reason, Elliot. Blessings and a Shane Frank. Manners and respect. Lady Davidson, good night. How are you? Craig, what go on, broski? You see me, Sean, Manners. So, I know. But the truth of the matter is that the thing on the ground not pretty neither. You understand what I mean? I said the murder rate continued to be a major cause for concern and other serious crimes. The health care system is also a sore point and continue to be a sore point. So it's not like there are not issues in the travel advisory that are actually real and on the ground. As to the United States now deciding say, hey, I mean, to be fair with you, I wouldn't be opposed against Jamaica issuing a travel advisory for its citizens traveling to the United States. But it's a different story for a different time, and that's kind of tit for tat thing. But sometimes, you know what I mean, America is not the safest place in the world, neither, to be honest with you, if we are going to be truthful. You understand? There are more mass shootings in America than... So, there is that too. But that's, as I say, we have to accept that we have issues here and them need to fix. But in light of that though, Moonlight, how are you, Empress? It's so good to see you. Shalom, Gordon, blessings. It's gotten a call from abroad regarding bulletin, but I expect them. Okay. You interview my woman and ask me permission. Oh, then if I did your woman, then she would ask the permission to do the interview. So probably you need to fix your relationship, my father. You understand what I say? Because if I hear a woman and she not notify you, say she got all a vibe will teach them, then something wrong around a yard there. You understand what I say? So me can't fix your domestic issues, sir. You have to fix them to yourself. You understand what I say? So me don't know. The lady was very happy to do the interview with the teacher. So it's you're going to need to work on that. You see me? Finar, where I did family? Yeah, man. So, in light of that, though, I saw an article today that said that Jamaica's murder rate is down 24%. So there has been a 24% reduction in murders. That is according to the latest statistics provided by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. According to the JCF, there were 83 murders between January 1 and February 3, which is 26 fewer than the 109 murders recorded over the corresponding period last year. See? So the police division in St. Mary, Westmoreland, Hanover, Clarendon, Kingston East, St. Thomas, St. Andrew North, Kingston West, and St. Andrew South all recorded reductions over the period. We give thanks to small mercies, you know. All other divisions except St. Catherine North, St. Catherine South, and Manchester recorded increases. So the police say there have been 10 more reports of shootings recorded within the period compared to last year. Rape is down 44%, while break-ins have fallen by 8%. So as per the latest crime statistics, murders are trending down. All major crimes are trending down. Again, not questioning the accuracy of the statistics, but what I'll say is that the feel on the ground is not reflective of the statistics. You know, just like we hear that the economic growth is this, and different international agencies are, you know, lauding the government and the finance ministry for Jamaica's economic progress and stability, and Jamaica being a model for economic recovery and all of them something. That is not being reflected for many people day-to-day lives, if we are going to be honest. You understand what I say? So I just saw the thing feel. So I now question the economic progress that the country is making based on the experts or the reduction in crime. I'm just saying it would be nice to reach a point where these figures kind of reflect themselves in the atmosphere and the feel on the ground. You understand? That's all me I say. So you know, progress is progress, and we give thanks to the reduction. No feel like we are say, yo, Ray, no, we appreciate any form of reduction in violence and crime in the country. We accept any form of economic growth, stability, and progression that the country experiences. But we're just saying, you know, we hope for the day when these things translate from paper and become, you know, meaningful parts of the lives of ordinary Jamaican citizens. You understand? So we not come for chastise or bash nobody with them statistics. We're just saying that the statistics and the real world situation, them not feel like they're in alignment. You understand what I say? So congratulations to the police officers who continue to go above and beyond. Zane, we appreciate the service, and we hope that 2024 will be a year of continued success, and more illegal guns will be removed from the streets, more violence producers and criminals will be rid from the communities, whether temporarily or permanently. You understand what I say? And law-abiding Jamaican citizens can feel a little bit more semblance of normalcy, of safety, I dare say. So I don't know. You understand what I say? And them look at things. Yeah, so that's the situation. What Craig said earlier, I said one look at thing. Him say Jamaica nice. Where there? Well, my brethren from Florida said from he saw the Mobile airport incident with the US citizen, he's not surprised. Okay. But wasn't the advisory updated before? Oh, maybe. Okay. That I remember the timeline, but that makes sense. Oh, and that was such a sad little situation. Apparently, the young lady, apparently she's a dentist, she had a mental breakdown of sorts. I think she was charged recently for indecent exposure. I don't know if she was charged for anything else. You understand? Interesting. Jamaica nice. Been here a few weeks now on vacation. And Craig not even care to Irish Spring come give me. What? And to what they sit the name? Jolly Ranchers. How else foreign people carry? What else they carry come here? Whatever they carry from foreign come here. I saw on the treat to the friend them. Teacher, I was in Livian Father Marriott. Because I don't want to pronounce the name wrong. Or Livian Marriott, you pronounce it. I don't know. But teacher, I was in Jamaica. hoping I wanted to get a few of those shirts. I sent my number, but I didn't think you saw. Oh, I guess I miss it. So here thing with the shirt them, I know my boss. You see this which shirt you talk about? The shirt them, a step with your shirt them, or the shirt them when you see me do interview, you know. You understand? Here was a very sad situation. You understand? You know, we never want to see these things happen, and I don't. It shouldn't even have been video recorded, to be honest, if you ask me. But you know, the way of the world is through the lens, you know. You understand what I say? We see everything through the camera lens, whether phone or camera there sitting there. You understand? Teach good night. Teach good. I was rewatching an whole life. Yeah, clap it. I will ask some more life. I say you miss a thing that you can watch whole life, because me not take myself go watch the whole life, you know. You understand? So I don't even know. Marian, I know which one I shirt you talk about my father. See? I need to drop that little thought, you know, you kind of stick it in my consciousness. But yeah, if it is a step with your shirt, them, you order those online and them send them on your yard or wherever you live. You understand? They teach them shirt though. Them shirt is really and truly only for staff. Oh, the step with your shirt them. Okay. Alright. Yeah, man. The step with your shirt them, man, you just click on it, click in the description in the video and click on merch store and you carry over Teespring and you spend your money. You understand what I say? Okay, because many people have been asking about the teach them shirts. Those shirts is really for staff, but what my plan for do is probably get 6 of each size and 6 of each color, both genders, and get them printed so when people ask and they have their money, me like make them get one. You understand? Me I look into it like, it's so I go on. One at the time I was even toying with the idea of acquiring the equipment for kind of embroider my own shirts and sell them. But right now, boy, I don't even know sir. We see what go on, but we are looking into it. Alright, creation. Craig, now see I heard, man. Do you have an idea why the numbers are not reflective? No, you know, Black Champion. To be honest with you, I don't know. Zane, probably they are reflective other places, but for me, me just not see it. You understand? Probably I am looking too wide. Probably I'm looking too short-sightedly. Probably I'm looking too far. I don't know. Probably me not look good. So, me don't know. I really can't say, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me feel away there. And thing. Hemp Island Cruise. So I go on family. Big up, yeah man, it's been a while, man. But we're there. We are work panel. We're there. We're there. You see me? So yeah. I don't know. I know. The man them still out there the foolishness here, sir. Jamaicans are foreign. Still a buy gun send come here. Come give them brother and cousin for bus. And for lock turf and then sitting there. You still have people in high places who are still funding criminality. You understand? Also now we live in a country where criminality is being lauded and applauded and rewarded. You understand what I say? So that's the next thing. You understand what I say? That's crazy. Could it be because you are in the media space where you get these kinds of reports daily? Perhaps. But then if me get the reports daily, it say the issue is there then. You understand what I say? So me don't know. Me don't know. I guess maybe trivia, possibly. Probably because I guess I really don't know. Lady Inga, how are you? It is so good to see you. I am very happy to see you. I hope you and the family are okay. And I mean, be impressive. Big up yourself in the city. So I go on. Roots Records. Bonus and respect, you know. So me don't know. And I am not. And may I speak for myself now. I don't think I am somebody who seeks out bad news either. I am not somebody who try to go out of my way to push bad news. You understand? I really and truly try to dwell on the side of positivity most of the times. The work is the work and the news is the news. You understand what I mean? So it's not like I go out of my way for push a certain narrative. It's just that it is just there in front of you. You understand? Whether it is in the press or you drive on the road and you see the crime scenes or somebody you know somebody who was killed or shot or something. You understand? So I guess, I don't know. Juno Gully, what are going from? Lady Cynthia, how are you? My day was okay. Thanks for asking. Hope yours was good as well. So, but I could talk about Beachy Stout no, because I know when I think it was Monday when the verdict was handed down that the conspiracy charge was thrown out, I wanted to stream, Zane, because even people link me as a teacher and I'll stream tonight. No, I was trying to edit the interview for Tuesday. So me really and truly never in that. So I decided to stream tonight. Because I know I saw a few of the comments on different posts related to the story over the media landscape, the social media space. And can I tell you, people were livid. And me get it, me understand. You know, I when me just see it, me I say, wow, you're going to hear say Beachy money I spend, Beachy money enough. You're going to hear say the judge this and the judge that and the prosecution and corruption here, there and everywhere. Zane, and I say, all right, let me read the article here. Zane, Beachy about to get out. Let me read the article here. Zane, however, that said, so Beachy and Oscar, so remember now, the whole dynamics, you have three main people in the trial. Zane, you have Beachy Stout, who is the husband of the deceased. It's alleged that he contracted Denvalin Bobla Minot to kill his wife. And then Bobla now subcontracted Oscar Barnes. Zane? So, the and look, when we state it from now, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions dropped the ball again. And let me say that slowly. Based on my layman's assessment of the thing, somebody without any form of legal training, Zane, but can read liquor, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions fumbled the bag again. Zane? Because based on what my understanding is that Beachy Stout was only charged for conspiracy between himself and Oscar Barnes. So, based on what I have heard and read throughout the trial, there was never any communication, any meeting, any exchange of directives or words between Oscar Barnes and Beachy Stout. So if you have two men, we never see them one another, we never have a conversation, we never exchange words, them can't conspire for murder nobody. So people are behave like say, oh, the world is ending. Because if you simply look on the thing, at no point in time did Denvalin Bobla Minot, which is the star prosecution witness, he's serving 19 years for his role in the thing. Zine, at no point in time was it said that Oscar Barnes and Beachy Stout had any form of arrangement, agreement, or conversation. Remember, Beachy was even livid with Bobla based on what was said in court, that him bringing next man pan the walk, and him say, also, no can the next man go me yard. So, at no point in time, based on what I have read and heard during the trial, Beachy and Oscar Barnes never have no agreement for do nothing at all. So there was no conspiracy between Beachy and Oscar Barnes. The conspiracy now would be between Beachy and Bobla and Oscar. So that charge being thrown out shouldn't be a surprise to nobody, because the man them never conspired to do nothing. The conspiracy is between Bobla and Beachy and Bobla and Oscar Barnes. Oscar Barnes and Beachy never met no plan, never exchanged no word, nothing at all. So how then you expect a charge of conspiracy between them two man they fi hold up. And as me I say, peeps, these things, nobody no need to be bright to figure these things in. These things are just remove the shroud of emotion and just look at the thing for what it is. Do we like the fact that this charge was thrown out as law-abiding citizen? Hell no. But, how can you convict somebody, two man, for conspire, for murder somebody, where them never talk, they never exchange, they never meet them one another, based on all evidence that was put forward in the court? So what we are name up with self-bout and talk about corruption, this and sell out that. Use on the head, no man. Yo, Jaja, what have you do still? Like. So the conspiracy. So this is how the DPP office dropped the ball now. The conspiracy charge where Oscar and Beachy for Depan is between Oscar and Denvalin and Beachy. The prosecution now realizing how wrong they were from the get-go, tried to get a chain. Me soon read something for you, for sure again, or the office of the DPP and mud up the stream in the trial. Then Valin come testify and talk all sort of crap already, you know. You understand? Even look like he was becoming a hostile witness at one point in time. And all sort of man are evil. Zin? No, and before me go any further, please note that Beachy Stout and Oscar Barnes are still facing a murder charge. But as to conspiring between them one another for murder Tony that was thrown out because based on all evidence put forward so far, the man them never conspire. And as me I say, peeps, these and again, we have this tendency, and every time I come here, come talk, me try to remind my viewers, you know, because one, me know so I watch other people, and me get that. See? Because more time I live there. I don't know what other sources to one thing, and different flavor and different vibes. You understand? But, it's not everybody who comes on social media platforms, be it Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever, that one, understand 99% of the things and what them I tell you say. Zine, have an agenda to, well, don't have an agenda and are just interested in sharing the thing for what it is without coloring anything. So stop being so gullible. You understand what I say? Stop being so gullible and just read for you. So even if you watch a thing, do some reading. And again, this is not legal advice may I give you. I am an educator by profession. I have never gone to law school. I have no legal training. If there's somebody in the stream that have a legal background and is of the view that what me I say is incorrect, feel free to correct me. But based on just my simple assessment, if me and Richie never meet in person, never talk on the phone, never exchange no form of communication, then we can't conspire for do nothing. So how then you will convict me and Richie for conspire when me and Richie never exchange words before? For conspiracy. Never. That can't make no sense in the court of law. And again, the court of law and the court of public opinion are two different places. Good night, Miss McDermott. How are you? It's so good to see you. Gunners boss. Conspiracy must involve recorded video evidence. I don't think it have to have video evidence. It can be text, it can be call, it can be something. You understand what I say? So, but I don't think it have to be video recording per se. And thing. So as me as a peeps, I could be wrong legally speaking, but just simply interpretation of the charge and understanding what conspiracy means. And as someone who has followed this case closer than many others, or most, I at no point in time hear anybody say Beachy and Oscar had a conversation. Beachy and Oscar meet somewhere. Beachy and Oscar exchange money. Word never. At no point. As a matter of fact, if we just turn back with memory a little bit, Beachy was livid that Denverlin bring in somebody else from the works and bring next man guy yard. So all then now we come to that. The prosecution, so I could take this out of the way. Beachy, Stout and co-accused freed of murder conspiracy charge. Social media turn upside down, you know, because a free Beachy free, you know. No. You understand? Portland businessman ever thought Beachy, Stout, McDonald and Oscar Barnes, the man accused of murdering McDonald's wife, were freed of murder conspiracy charges in the Supreme Court. The defendants, who will still each have to answer to a count of murder in the ongoing trial, were freed after presiding Judge Chester Stamp upheld a no-case submission by the defendant's attorney. The judge found that there was no evidence to establish that there was a conspiracy between the two. I'll read it again. If the people them they just read the article. Listen. The defendants who will still, some people know they don't see that, you know, who will still answer to a count of murder in the ongoing trial, were freed after presiding Judge Chester Stamp upheld a no-case submission by the defendant's attorney. The judge found that there was no evidence to establish that there was a conspiracy between the two men, because at no point during the trial was it stated by anybody at all that Oscar Barnes and Beachy Stout was ever in the same place, ever exchanged any form of communication, or ever talked to them one another. Now, on a serious note, do teach them. This is another example of incompetence, or was it deliberate? I don't think it was deliberate, you know. I would more go on the case of incompetence, or some probably will say oversight. Because what you ride now. Let me find it. On Tuesday, the judge officially instructed the jury to return a not guilty verdict on the charge of conspiracy to murder. However, listen, watch your style here. However, in a shocking twist, as the trial draws closer to an end, prosecutor Luke Koch made an application to the court to have the indictment amended to reflect that McDonald conspired with Minot, which is Bubbler, and that Minot in turn conspired with Barnes to have Tonya killed. Incompetence at its best, Richie. Cynthia said the judges are afraid of the criminals. You know what I think so? What the judges have to do is abide by the rule of law. So we may think one thing, but as it relates to that thing in the law of the land, is a different thing, in a lady, Cynthia. See? So it may appear that way, but the judges have to operate within the confines of the law of the land. The judges don't have free reign to do what they feel like, you know. They have to operate within the laws. And we can argue that some of the laws seem to be more beneficial to criminals than victims. All right. So we will go back again to where Richie has said. So we will go back to incompetence. So you want to tell me, Zine, that all the learned lawyers within the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions who sat down and reviewed this case before it going to trial, did nobody at no point in time realize that the indictment was filed wrong, that the conspiracy, based on the evidence gathered and the statements given by the respective witnesses, that the conspiracy is between Beachy and Bubbler, and then Bubbler and Oscar, and Oscar never exchanged any form of communication with Beachy, so no conspiracy no did so. It is after the judge had throw the thing, the prosecutor will prosecute the case, Luke Coke, made an application in court, no less, to have the indictment amended to reflect that McDonald conspired with Minot, and then Minot in turn conspired with Barnes to kill Tonya. It go even further. Watch your style here. Before he made this application, the prosecutor also tried to get Justice Stamp to bar the media from the courtroom. Justice Stamp refused his request to bar the media and also shut down his application to have the indictment amended, citing unfairness to the defense teams. Well done, Judge. Get them things together. DPP always come through with the body man there. Based on the doctrine of res judicata, the DPP's application will not go anywhere. Yeah. So, and not only that. So forget about case management. Zine, I'm fine. During the trial, at no point in time did it occur to the prosecutor to say, all right, you are going. You know, so this don't look good. I want them to can chat to the judge, forget the amendment here, so. Panda indictment here. No, sir. And when the judge throw this something, brother, so the people them will chastise the judge. On what grounds are you chastising Mr. Stamp? All the man do is him job, and in the court of law, if there was no evidence established for a particular thing, you can't convict a man. Well, you could, but then it would be unethical, and then when them go to the court of appeal may very well point to the fact that the judge have no sense. You understand? So, for my Jamaican brothers and sisters, see? And it was just, as me say, you know, from January start, see, maybe not try to shake off. It's not lazy. I have just been feeling some type of way. You understand? Especially with the streaming vibration. I mean, I try to find a reason for stream, and I find a reason for stream. And there are so many things happen. Zine, me couldn't stream during so many different things we go on. The NWC thing, cause that kind of rubbed me wrong, you know. That rubbed me so wrong. And me know some people give it to Paula, you know. But the truth of the matter is that Paula wasn't at fault, you know. I mean, I pick up for Paula. Paula, NEPA and the KSAC were primarily at fault. The DPP's responsibility is to rule as to whether or not it should go forward, and then the time would have elapsed. You understand? Not everybody knows how me feel about the DPP, but the truth of the matter is that in that case, the DPP was not at fault. In this case, the DPP office is at fault. You understand what I say? No, so, but me say that for say, when me see this job, I know, a Paula teacher, when me see this job, me know what the reaction was going to be. I know that people would get lost in their emotions instead of just stepping back and look on the thing. But me just couldn't stream on the night. Yeah, I mean, you know, I couldn't stream last night either because the interview of the premiere, I can't clash them two things. So me there so today. And all me I say, you say it's already free, alright? All me I say is that I could just read a little bit, man. Just read a little, man. You don't have to read a lot, you know. Just read a little. You understand what I say? Because it's that everybody believe in sharing facts and the accurate thing and uncolored information. You know the thing, Maurice Green, good night. You see me? Very powerful name in general, you know. Father Howard, what I going from? God knows. Now he's going to wipe out people more because no accountability. But God knows. What you mean wipe out people more? So the trial still not done it, you know. It kind of closed now. Are just final submissions, final arguments to be made. You understand? So, and also, please bear in mind that in another month here is when Beachy is supposed to start trial again for the murder of his first wife, Marlene, Lady Petal. Eh? Private figure, big up yourself. Yeah, that's that. I do even know. Never Douglas, big up yourself. Yeah. So what you write, you know? Because we're not done with the Beachy store thing, you know. Gunners boss, we get where you man, but we're talking about now the prosecutorial authority. And when I say the DPP, we're not talking about the DPP specifically. We're talking about the office of the DPP. Because based on the amount of cases being prosecuted in Jamaica, I don't think that the DPP is able to sit down and review every single case. That is why you have deputies and senior prosecutors, deputy senior prosecutor and all sorts of people. So I would hate to think that the DPP sits and review every single case before it got trial. She just don't have the capacity to do based on the amount of cases in front of the court. So many times it is other senior members in the department, but as a whole, you know, the buck stops with the leader who is Paula. So she'll get the brunt of the criticism. And rightly so. You need to get your subordinates in line and up to the time. Lady Allison, good night. How are you? See? No, people will say Beachy free. Beachy is still facing a murder charge. I don't understand. I don't get that part of it. I don't know. I say, I know them are free. Them are free. Oh, they are going to get off the murder charges too. The case seems already corrupted by the prosecution. Okay. All right. So, make we talk about some more. I can't speak to that, Gunners boss. I can only wait until the verdict is handed down by the jury and thing. I have some issues that would have come out during the trial. Many issues, as a matter of fact. Even with the chief investigator and some things where he can't give account for and some all sort of crap. Zine and based on what transpired during the trial, what Gunners boss said that they will get off isn't far-fetched either, to be honest. You understand? But, you know, we wait until them time to talk about them things. But, to be honest with you, based on some of the irregularities and the dropping of ball during the case, the investigation as such, like, you would be, the chief witness became a Jehovah's Witness. Forgive me, I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying. Yeah, so that was... I don't even know. But that Mackey 11, that case may be harder to prosecute, you know, based on the time that has elapsed and witnesses being available or not. So I will heap a look at things. And I'm just saying, and again, you see, we have had this conversation before where, you know, people give it to man like Chief Justice Brian Sykes. And it's not me defending Chief Justice. Don't need me to defend him. And I've said it many times. The judge, in his or her interpretation of the law, makes a ruling or a judgment within the confines of said law based on the evidence or lack thereof that was presented during the trial. Many times we chastise the judges and give a pass to detectives and the prosecutors. A lot of times it is shoddy investigation, then it is poor case management and oversight and incompetence on the side of the prosecutors that lead to people who you think are guilty being freed and people who you look. That is just the reality of the thing. But it's so we do things in Jamaica. You know, everything in the country where wrong a politician fault. And I will look in your eyes and tell you that you and me responsible for a lot of the things that are wrong in this country. Politicians them for go. Don't get me wrong, you know. But we blame everybody else except who really and truly forget the blame about here. Many times why these cases fail and accused people are freed is because of the investigative work or lack thereof or some prosecutorial hiccup. So we have this thing, oh, judge get buyout and this and that and that. Me can't speak to that. You understand? If we're going to be fair, our investigative work capabilities need to be improved significantly. I mean, big up to the bad detectives them both here where have high rate of conviction and them something, you know. See? Van Burner said, monitor, I can't speak. Look, I can't speak the things that me never see. Zane, or I don't remember a case of a judge receiving money coming to the public or being tried, and so I can't speak to that. That is all a matter of conjecture. Me I talk about the hard cold facts that I have in front of me. Some of the investigators them lapse and lacking in their competencies and a lot of prosecutorial errors. That is what me can speak to. I never see a man that judge money. Me never hear a judge being tried for these things. So I can't speak to that. You probably can. Me can't stop you up, but me just talk about me. I speak with the facts. Me not speak with hearsay and conjecture and aspersions and them something the family. You understand what I say? So me kind of do my thing different. Me not depend on something. So me not work off of this and that and perception. Yeah? No. In order for the justice system to function optimally, at its optimum potential, everybody involved in the dispensation of justice has to be a professional, has to be competent, have to have a working understanding of the area in which they work and the law in general, or else we're going to keep on coming back to this situation. And then this now will strengthen the perception of corruption that exists. Perception is a hell of a thing, you know. You understand? As long as life exists, politicians can't shake the perception of being corrupt. Because politicians have been proven to be corrupt before, many times over. You get what I say? Now, these things, and you see, again, we talk about death penalty. And the death penalty is a silver bullet to fix Jamaica's crime. You know, so me think that no make no sense. Important tool, but it will not solve Jamaica's crime problem. And if you think that, God go with you. See it? We are not at a stage where we can trust the investigative work of many detectives. And you want a situation like that, for a man convict you or your children or your family wrongfully without, look, we have to be careful, you know. We have to be careful. You understand what I say? Justice and injustice can reach everybody. Justice and injustice can reach every man. You understand? We have to be careful of what we think we want versus the reality of the situation. See? How confident would you be in men being tried, convicted, put on death row and executed with the incompetencies that have shown themselves down the years in many of the trials that we have followed? Or we're just emotional and we kill people for just dead without being proven guilty. So we don't know. You understand? We have to be careful. See? And again, I've said this before. In the pursuit of justice, we cannot become unjust. In the pursuit of justice, we cannot become unjust. And when Gary Winter talk about get self in a trouble, what you talk about now, family? Because I don't understand what you talk about. Like, what you mean get self in a trouble? With who and with what? For what? What you talk about? In the pursuit of justice, me don't really want an explanation for now because me not get it. You understand what I say? It has to be a situation where if it's a man from Donga, Kings County, if it's a man from Donga, Westmoreland, and we live at Portland, is facing the justice system, he is getting a fair trial, Zane, and the laws are taken into consideration and he's treated as such. Or if it is you in a Portland where you face the justice system, me sure you don't want that too. You see me? And thing, Miss Jeffers, I could that's really why you want my last name so badly though. I find that straight my full name so badly though. I don't know. See it? But they're alright. No, the Beachy Stout situation, again, is another moment in our observation of the courts that should be a learning moment, a teaching moment. These things are never open and shut. These things are never open and shut or black and white. The court of law not really work that way there. You understand? And many of us, including myself, are no way close to understanding the legal framework in this country and how the courts operate to be making certain judgment and assessments that we do, despite the fact that we still do it. However, many of us don't really know what we are talking about as it relates to the law. We just talk how we can talk. We just talk how we feel. We just share your opinion and views, but not within the confines or limits of the law. The court of law and the court of public opinion, I have been learning that doing what I do, looking at these cases. See, in I see some cases already where go the total opposite direction to where me think them they go. And then me look upon it and me I say, me don't know. Yeah, but again, Finar, many people looking at the Klansman situation approach it again through emotions versus looking at the thing for what it is. You understand me? I say, Jamaicans, we are driven by our emotions for the better or for the worse, and we continue to be so led. See? And so much so that we have so many people in prison, so many people in front of the courts because of emotions. You understand? And all of we get you know, caught up in our emotions from time to time and make some decisions where on a regular day we wouldn't make. We are human beings, but me just say sometimes, because the reason everything from an emotive standpoint, we really and truly sometimes miss certain lessons because we just think, I saw if you go, and if you don't go, so them are criminal and then corrupt. And I really saw the thing work. In a court of law is what you can prove. Is what the evidence point to. It is not what you believe. It's what you can prove. See? And the moment there is doubt, you start run up in a problem. I talk about Patrick Powell sitting long time. I now go back there. So I talk about this now. The way I talk about what in front of we. That's what I talk about. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to go all over the place over there. So that's what we address the lesson we have in front of it tonight, which is the Beachy Stout situation. The prosecution dropped the ball and then can't say otherwise. That is just the reality of the situation. See? And any good lawyer will be able to give his or her client a fighting chance if we continue to do these things the way how we are doing them. Any good lawyer who understand the laws, understand the technicalities within the law, and are able to exploit these loopholes and technicalities, they will continue to get their clients acquitted, even though many times these men and women are guilty of committing the offense. Our justice system is far from being where it needs to be. Our investigative capabilities, whilst improving, is far from where it needs to be. And our detectives continue to make too many errors in judgment and procedural errors. Again, within the court, procedure is king. Procedure is king. A case can be won and lost through following the correct procedure. Many people who would have been wrong have won because there were procedural breaches. Yes, so there can be a lot of pieces of evidence, you know. But when you try to connect these pieces of evidence, they're not much. And again, not being a lawyer or a prosecutor, I can't tell you the fullness of that. But again, evidence in our view and evidence interpreted by the court are two different things. You understand? Because some things that we think are major evidence in some cases are not major within the scheme of the law. Some things that we think are simple things are major to the law because we don't have a full understanding of how the law works. Not our fault because we never go law school. We never do law in our regular course of studies. You understand what I say? So, you can't have one mountain of things, you know, of exhibit and a one single thing lead to conviction, you know. You understand? That is just the nature of these things. Again, as best as we can, if we, you know, are so invested, it would be nice to read some of these cases. And what I've been trying to do is read as many written judgments as I can. So when the court rules, Zane, what were the reasons why the court ruled this way? These things provide you with great insights. And a lot of these cases are posted on the Supreme Court's website, I think, or the Ministry of Justice. Some of them they bought. You understand what I'm saying? But then you see Nadine said they are in too much haste to arrest. But then Nadine, you have some people who, the police them corrupt and them a try buy out the case and them a move too slow. So is there that? So I have seen where the police have succumbed to public pressure in some cases before, and have jumped the gun because they want to appease the public instead of taking their time to investigate, build a case, irrespective of what the population think, and put that case in front of the court to get a conviction. See? In this day and age of social media where everybody is a lawyer and everybody is a detective, see? Sometimes, based on public pressure, some detectives trying to appease the crowd may be moving a little bit too hastily. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong. Because that is a dangerous precedent if it is being set, you know. So, the things that are way about it, you know, it's sticky out there. Watch it. So, as I said, the trial has come to an end. Beachy Stout lawyer, them get two character witnesses for him. You see me? And no surprise that he was a links from Jamaica. To a large extent, that is undeniable, yeah. See? And you can imagine that these character witnesses would depict Beachy as an archangel. You understand? It's just the nature of the beast. So now, character witness says Beachy Stout is a kind and helpful man. Of course. Why not? A feather in the cap of the Portland and Port Antonio community. That is how a character witness describes Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald, who is on trial for the murder of his second wife, Tonya McDonald. On Tuesday in the Home Circuit Court, defense attorneys called 2 witnesses to speak about Beachy Stout's good character. The first witness claims he has known Beachy Stout since December of 1984. That's before me born, you know. I want to tell you. You understand? He says he met Beachy Stout while he was carrying out a good deed by transporting some children in Portland on a trip in a market truck. He further explained that Beachy Stout sourced the truck and volunteered to carry the children after he found out that there were no Juta buses available to take them. He says from that moment he saw a good man and commended him. The witness, who says he was a close friend of Beachy Stout, admitted to the court that he feels bad that he did not visit him in custody. He went further to say, you win respect and lose it along the way, but character is something that I stand up for. It's a very profound statement, you know. He is a feather in the cap of the Portland and Port Antonio community because of his kind deeds. Now, alright, someone say something. Hold on, don't move. The character witness continued to say that there are 3 business families in Port Antonio, including Beachy Stouts, who everyone would go to on William Street for assistance, handout, or solicitation. When pressed about the use of the word solicitation, the witness said that police would go to Beachy Stout and solicit help. He ended his evidence by saying he does not believe Beachy Stout killed Tonya. Let me tell you a little thing about Jamaicans. One next thing come observe for you know. You understand? I'm Mr. Jamaicans, I talk myself included, because I am a band. You understand me? I say, means a yardy. See? Anybody do anything kind for Jamaicans can't do nothing wrong for them again. You know the man not Beachy Stout in general. I have seen many instances where because a man him put on one back to school treat, him keeps on 6-a-side competition in the community, him help some local youths with some lunch money and thing, but him a criminal, Zane, him a the best thing will ever happen because me can get a grand or 2 from him. That is how I have seen us operate in this country. Like, yeah, from you can get sitting, them are here jail. I already know so them are the devil incarnate, you know. Yeah, so and this is not specifically about Beachy, so it's just a general observation. Why me camera move so Gigi? See? Switch over here so look a bit. That one I mean work look a better. You understand? No. Yeah, no KD. Yeah, man, but Beachy is still facing a murder charge, you know. I just a conspiracy to murder with one of the accused, them throat. Because there was no evidence to suggest conspiracy. What go on? I want to opinion. I want to draw my focus. One smart. I win with the teacher. I love that stuff. Yeah. Both camera. I never said this before. You understand? I don't know. It don't look like I'm alone there. It's about how you treat us, not others. There's hardly any weighted assessment of the individual. Yeah, it's true. Alright, so make we continue now. Camera move like a lawyer them at the DPV office. No focus, that bad Richie. Me like that. That's true. Yeah. They don't focus to show my boss. They don't focus. Alright, so now that a one character and a man when him leave him say him nothing Beachy killed Tony. You understand? Another character witness described Beachy Stout as an astute businessman. Him seem to be that. You understand? Me can't take that from him. Just like how I think Donald Trump is an astute businessman, but outside of that, me not think very highly of him. Yeah, Beachy is a astute businessman like. He said he knew Beachy Stout through business for over 25 years as he purchased goods from his supermarket. The witness says he's a jovial person who helps people and hosts back to school treats. He says when he heard about the murder charge, he was very surprised as he never saw the relationship going along that road. Asked if he considered Beachy Stout to be a person who would murder his wife, the witness answered no, because he is a person who regularly showers her with gifts. So because you shower your wife with gifts, you can't kill her. You're not capable of killing her. Or you're a gift giver. You're just not a murderer. All right. It's I don't know Rasta. All right. So Oscar Barnes, you know, for film part, him do look talking in a court. Not much. He say look things. Zane, so that I two character witness. Them say Beachy, I best thing since sliced bread. The choir singer and then sitting there. Meanwhile, co-accused Oscar Barnes chose to give a statement from the dock, professing his innocence. I'm so surprised. He said, "My lord, Mr. Foreman and jurors, my name is Oscar Barnes. I don't know Denverlin Minot. I don't know Beachy Stout. I have nothing to do with this charge against me. I never gave a police any statement. He, the police, told a big lie on me. I am innocent. That is it." Yes, Father. So me want to know, you see? No, today the prosecution and defense closed their cases. Well, close their case in the trial. Let me read it like how they write, you see? Prosecution and defense closed cases in Beachy Stout trial. So the prosecution and the defense in the murder trial of Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald have both closed their cases. Closing arguments are expected to follow when the trial resumes on February 19. Yes, everybody go on Valentine's Day. Break. Me no know. As an Beachy Stout and his co-accused Oscar Barnes are charged with the murder of his second wife, Tonya Hamilton McDonald. On Wednesday, the court heard about Barnes' good character from the mother of his child. So Beachy Stout get two character witness. Barnes look like he can get one. So he's the mother of his child. Zine, remember I married before the trial started, and the trial started Monday and married Sunday. Zine? And I think his bail has been revoked as well, because he was granted bail. I think his bail has been revoked this week, probably yesterday or today, not sure. So his baby mother, or the mother of his child, Father Gary, big up yourself, brother. You know, we just keep the thing honest and for what it is, you know, despite how we feel about it. You understand? So Oscar Barnes' baby mother, you know, the mother of his child. I know the ladies don't like when they're referred to as baby mothers. So she said that Oscar is peaceful and jovial. So peaceful and jovial are words used by Oscar Barnes' baby mother to describe him. The woman said she has known Barnes for 14 years, but they were only together for 3 years, as they separated in 2011. She said the murder charge against him caught her by surprise because she did not know him to be a violent person. She said she has never even heard of Barnes being involved in any physical altercation. During cross-examination, the prosecution submitted that Barnes' baby mother did not know of his lifestyle between 2011 and 2020. The prosecutor asked her, quote, "You know that he sold guns?" Evidently shocked by this question, the woman answered, "No, ma'am." The prosecutor asked, "You know that he got married? You know his wife?" To those two questions, the witness responded, "Yes, ma'am." Asked if she knew where Barnes was on July 20, 2020, the witness replied, "No, ma'am." The prosecutor suggested that Barnes' baby mother could not account for his way of life, a suggestion that Barnes' baby mother disagreed with. She said, It is not like he's going to tell me every move he's making. He's my son's father. We talk regularly. And these things. So, them things they are going around here. Yeah. You could not have made up some of these characters. Yeah, so closing arguments will start on the 19th of this month. The prosecution and defense will submit their closing statements. And we'll see what the jury has to do when they are sent to deliberate and thing. I'll be here when whichever way the verdict goes, we'll have a discussion about it. Probably even on call-in stream. You understand? And so I'll go on because yeah. Strange. The court of law, the court of public opinion, two totally different courts. As a matter of fact, one is a court and one is people talking. Big up yourself, Amir. Yeah, so that. See? Beachy Stout, as I said, is slated to stand trial for his first wife murder this month to I think one of the issues that this case kind of went on longer than was hoped because there were some juror issues one at a time and some only political things. So I guess that. Also speaking about trial, the next week Cartel's appeal in front of the Privy Council is supposed to be argued or a week after next. One of them times. So only if a case are going on another party. We know that the nation is still gripped by the developments surrounding the arrest of I have not streamed since that I streamed when news broke that the autopsy revealed that there were 3 bullet fragments found inside her. So during his arrest and stuff, I did not whenever streamed on at all. But I know that story has been gripping the nation and all different types of theories have been formulated and such. And I think, I'm not sure when I'm going to go back to court, but we see what go on. See? So Abby is doing much better. She was really, really sick for quite a while. She's doing better. She's in the process also now of trying to do some stuff on YouTube as well. She kind of iffy, but I try to tell her if we just go make some video and thing. But she's okay. She's doing much better now. Zane, the 14th and 15th. Oh, so Wednesday and Thursday, O'Neill. Okay, big up yourself. Yeah, Jamaica will be glued to the developments over in the UK, I suppose. So we watch and see how that goes as well. Beachy money enough. Don't surprise if he more. But to be honest with you, I don't even know if it is money related. Because based on the issues that I saw coming out of the trial, money not even was needed. You understand? So I don't even know. But we are watch and see. My granny said, Tanans in a spoil a dance. Tanans in a spoil a dance, both. You understand? No, so also Beachy need to spend money. Key Shabby. Oh, Beachy need to spend the money. Key Shabby. Me not tell her Richie. You remember, more time. I remember when we were talking about the Leoda Bradshaw situation, Philip Palwell's child and her mother, that murder situation, and I specifically stated one night that, based on my assessment, the trigger man has not been held. Based on how the charges were laid and what the type of charges that the men were, you understand? So much so, the one man recently would then say it was a trigger man, you understand? So, if you listen to me sometime, not every time, because true, sometimes some of the things we just relay information that is out there too. So, but when we talk sometimes, if you listen, you understand? Because, yeah. No, don't call me that, Richie. Don't. Just call me Teach. I'm good with that. You understand what I say? Boy, so many cases I can't keep up. Then that me I try to show you. Leoda, Bradshaw, and Jolie and Sylvia are smiling. What you mean by that, Horace? How could anyone laugh about you know? Yeah? So speaking about Leoda, tough life in prison for a woman charged with killing children. I mean, that is not a surprise. You understand? I do every need to read this to know that. As a matter of fact, I don't think whether male or female who is spending time in prison for a child's murder will ever have it easy. You understand what I say? Because that now will go down well with the inmates them. It's a child you killed. There's no, you understand what I say? There's no going around that. So whether it's male or female, you're going to have a rough time. Now, Bradshaw's attorneys want full disclosure before bail application. So Jamaican prisons and lockups are particularly brutal for people accused of killing children. And for some accused persons like Leoda Bradshaw, the 34-year-old charged with the murder of politician Philip Powell's 10-month-old daughter and the child's mother, that reality reportedly unfolds daily. In Bradshaw's case, she's being housed at a St. Catherine lockup, one of the few for accused females. And according to Gleaner sources, her stay is being made harsh by inmates who have labeled her a baby killer. It is one of the worst monikers women behind bars can be ascribed. Now, Bradshaw's attorney, Deborah Martin, confirmed that her client was involved in an incident 2 weeks ago, but declined to comment on the issue, offering only that her experiences in lockup are not unique to any other person in jail, and that the condition of a lockup by itself is not a primary consideration for bail. Fair assessment by the lawyer. May I forgive her that. Zane? What we are waiting on to make a bail application is for the court to have all relevant material and for the defense to have full disclosure so that we may assess the material before making an application. Because the court will be guided by the quality of the material it has when deciding the issue of bail, said Martin. Now, the Gleaner understands, however, that Bradshaw and the other persons involved in an alleged scuffle inside the lockup escaped serious injuries as the police acted swiftly. However, such luck isn't always the case when it comes to females who are charged with killing or abusing children, noted ex-convict Jacqueline Fenton, who last year completed a 2-year sentence at Jamaica's only female prison. That experience was filled with sights of some of the most savage acts carried out by Jamaica's imprisoned females. There are rules in hell, she argued, and based on one's crime, some inmates spend the duration of their sentence facing ostracization, taunting, physical harm, and even death. Some crimes like scamming, drug dealing, and theft are respected among the prison population. Let me repeat that. Hold on. So the case of the politician seemed covered up big time. It took so long to arrest him. Oh, yeah, talk about Sylvia's case. I want to know when they will arrest Philip Powell in this case. So Romeo, big up yourself. So is what I'm going to arrest Philip for, you know, my father? Because, me don't know. Night teach and class. King Harry, want to go on family? For due to death and funeral of my... I have been Okay, I am so sorry to hear about the loss of your grandfather, bro. My sympathies to you and the family. You understand? Hope, you know what I mean? You know, find strength among each other. You see me? So I could continue. So listen, watch your style here. Some crimes like scamming, drug dealing, and theft are respected among the prison population. You don't say. They suggest the women were trying to make a better life for themselves and family, she said. But certain murder and abuse convictions, especially those involving children, are vehemently scorned. In prison, female inmates, Fenton said, receive 1 5-minute phone call per week to their children. With almost no contact with their offspring and family, and with pent-up frustration and longing for their children, the rationale for such treatment by a convict is simple, she explained. Remember, it is a female institution, and I would say most, at least, 80% of the persons in there are mothers. The fact that we can't be around our children and they are targeting children and harming them, a lot of persons can't sit well with that one, Fenton stressed. If it means that you are going to be beaten in your sleep, you are going to be beaten in your sleep. If it means that you are going to use your toothbrush to clean the toilet or contaminate your food supplies, they are going to do it, she said, enlisting some of the actions that might be taken against accused killers. They will steal your things. They will do anything to make your life miserable. This is in addition to the regular hazards of prison life, she said, noting high levels of intimidation, manipulation, and sexual exploitation, which greet particularly the young and the vulnerable. They prey on people who look to be weak and people who look to be rich and try to get in their good graces to get things out of them financially, using manipulation and domination. And if you are not strong sexually, they will lure you in with homosexuality, she said. She claims prison officials are often complicit in some acts, especially in pointing out inmates convicted of certain crimes. Because if I am in the prison and you freshly come in, how am I going to know what your crime is? Who do you think talked? She asked rhetorically. When I went there before I got booked and reached down on the dorm, they knew what I was there for. Fenton was arrested and convicted for 2 years on fraud charges, which she said were brought on by her then boyfriend, and for which she maintains her innocence. Although the time away from her 2 boys is irreplaceable, she said she's happy she could have helped other inmates pass their Caribbean Examination Council CXE exams in accounts. Now, news of Bradshaw's alleged crime last year sent shockwaves through the prison population. Fenton said matter-of-factly, adding that while prison life is difficult, lockup tends to be harder based on the distance of the police from the cell blocks, where scuffles occur at any given minute. Wardens are usually closer and more prepared, she posited. So the Gleaner understands that police on duty responded quickly to the incident involving Bradshaw at the lockup in St. Catherine. And according to Martin, the conditions in the lockup are not germane to any bail applications. At this stage, I know where she is, in custody in the care of the state. I have regular contact with her, and I am not aware of her having an experience outside of what is to be expected outside of custody. She continued, arguing that in one instance, a cellmate spoke publicly and told lies about Bradshaw's experiences in jail. With regard to bail of her client, Martin noted it is very hard to make an application for bail to a court who is going to consider bail in the context of the allegations in circumstances where so much that is relevant is still not available to the court, she explained. The fact that the conditions in lockup are not ideal, without more, is not a basis for bail. The conditions of jail are a matter for the Minister of National Security. The court is not indifferent, but the court is guided by the wider concerns. And so on. Now in January, another man, B. John Black, was brought before the court on charges of kidnapping and murdering the child and her mother. That man is the 5th person to be charged for the crimes. And former co-accused Roshane Miller and Richard Brown pleaded guilty last year and are serving time in prison. Alleged mastermind Leoda Bradshaw and their cousin Roland Balfour are scheduled to appear in court. One of them times. So, I found this article to be very insightful. You understand? And should be read by both males and females, young and old. Yeah. But we don't have no sympathy for people who are treating with matters like those. And that is that. Final. We're not even, I don't know. See me? Our teacher award show idea is an all to flesh out. Okay, King Iron. I understand, man. I understand. Seeing that you are treating with death in your family. And things. So yeah. No. I have the rural read Fritz Pinnock situation. And I have asked the question before. How can a man Fritz Pinnock that is. Because rural him is a different animal. How can a man spend so much of his life trying to better himself, to achieve self-actualization, becoming the principal of a university in the country, Dr. Fritz Pinnock, allowed himself to be drawn in, allegedly, and implicated in so much crap that overnight has eroded away whatever reputation he built up over those years and basically made all his effort of self-elevation and self-actualization null and void. A man who was earning $750,000 monthly as president of CMU. And I suppose that was separate and apart from the other perks that he would get and these things. Some people in this country are surviving on $13,000 per week. And we have a gentleman who was earning at the time over $750,000 per month. After working so hard. School no easy. Zane? Forget about primary school and high school. Zane, doing your first degree is a job. Doing your master's is a job. Doing your doctorate is even a bigger job. And you do all of that, sacrificing so much to build this. And to just watch it evaporate for what? Again, for context, this man was earning at least $750,000 per month in his substantive role as president of the Caribbean Maritime University. And for whatever reason, he got caught up on allegations against him and that he conspired with Ruel Reid to fleece the Ministry of Education and CMU using different approaches and methods and strategies of millions of dollars. His name has also come up again in relation to foolishness. 3 named by the Integrity Commission over missing vehicles at CMU. Hey, Lady Shannon, how are you? So good to see you. Lady Simpson, wanna go on, Roxanne? You good? Big up yourself, You understand? Now, former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Transport, Dr. Alwyn Hales, former head of the Caribbean Maritime University, Professor Fritz Pinnock, and Vice President Dr. Aaron McLean have been singled out by the Integrity Commission as responsible for the disappearance of 4 vehicles loaned to the tertiary institution. Donna, you blessings. Father Dean, big up yourself and your family. 4 vehicles missing from CMU. That is according to an Integrity Commission report tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. On February 10, 2022, the IC's Director of Investigation, Kevin Stevenson, commenced a probe into allegations concerning impropriety and irregularities in relation to government vehicles that are unaccounted for at the then Ministry of Transport and Mining. Lady Karen, good night. How are you? Happy New Year. The 4 vehicles in question are a 2001 Isuzu Trooper, a 2002 Isuzu Trooper, a 1998 Isuzu pickup truck, and a 2002 Mitsubishi L200. And some people as a teacher an old vehicle that. But enough for them. Whether I hold or not, it's not for them. You understand? I could have 1941 Ford. It's not for them. You understand? 1941 Ford, them very expensive these days too. Yeah, you see me? classic vehicle. The vehicles were part of a set loaned to the Caribbean Maritime University. It formed part of an agreement with the ministry which loaned operational vehicles to the CMU for use in its daily activities, as well as non-operational vehicles to be used as parts to effect repairs. To date, the location of 4 vehicles remains unknown. The DI, which is the Director of Investigation, concludes that Dr. Alwyn Hales, as the permanent secretary at the material time, was the accountable officer and was responsible for the proper management and accounting of the ministry's assets. It is a responsibility Mr. Stevenson concludes that Dr. Hales failed due to his inability to locate the vehicles. Similarly, the investigator says CMU President Professor Fritz Pinnock, former CMU directors Dr. Aaron McLean and Miss Elaine Hayden also failed to maintain safekeeping of the vehicles. The DI is urging the Ministry of Finance to conduct a review to determine the extent of the loss to the government occasioned by the negligence of the officers involved. After so doing, it is recommending that they take action as may be necessary and appropriate to recover said loss. It is understood that Hales retired from the public service last year. Up to news time, Dr. Aaron McLean is still understood to be the vice president in charge of planning and development at CMU. And there was no confirmation as to the employment status of Miss Hayden. Now, this because we don't have to name them DeAndre, then as soon as we get them, you know them too, brother. Because you know a thing go. But say, I assure you that this situation is a snapshot of similar situation across different ministries and different institutions aligned to the government. So if you feel like this is an isolated case, get some Andrews. You understand? You're having an upset stomach. Just watch your space. As much as a vehicle them all, a taxpayer's vehicle them. You understand? You know much taxpayers can afford one of them vehicles as old as a no man, I know what you mean, DeAndre, man. I know exactly what I mean at man. I know what you mean. Zin? And thing. Or DeAndre has those names been in documents submitted to the parliament that has not been tabled yet. So then there is that too. So who knows? We are watching and see. See me? These things and again, you know, Jamaica, land of beauty, Jamaica, land we love, could be a flourishing, prosperous country. Zane? Not milk and honey flowing on the street sides, you know, but a country where a greater number of its citizens would be enjoying a better standard of living. Our education sector would be more resourced. Zane? Our healthcare sector would be more resourced. Our security force would be more resourced and technologically advanced. Our infrastructure would be rivaling many developed nations if the country's resources were not plundered over the years by public servants in various institutions and in government. This country has been raped, robbed, time and times again. And it continues. And if we intend to stop that scourge, people have to start go to prison. You understand? The squaddy mentality and all boy situation that is in the halls of government and public service has to stop. The country has suffered enough for long enough. Zane, every election cycle we hear politicians seeking to be elected, making promises about treating with corruption, and when the ball drop at them foot, them a jack them foot. Sometimes them kick with the ball, sometimes them hide the ball, sometimes them punch at the ball, sometimes the ball disappear totally. And these were election campaigns that were made time and time again by people from both sides of the political divide on the campaign trail. And we are no better for it, because these things continue in some cases unabated. I assure you, when the most scandals are revealed from a government, when a next party go in power, because them are going to find every dirt we available. Zane? So, for one moment, don't think so have some scandals simmering under some place when I uncover yet in this current administration. And whenever the next party form government, rest assured that some scandals will be simmering until government change again. As I saw the thing work. When we got broke it up and make it top work, that is for the electorate to decide. Because, funny enough, I not talk about no politics. I not really talk about no politics, but I just tell you, say, we have been complaining from Wapikill Philip about these things. And on these electoral campaign, when I say, people dress up in a orange and green and follow them team. I fold them fist and I show them finger and a ring bell and a beat pot cover and a dance and all sort of sitting. Life goes on. You understand what I say? In no matter, Zane, because as me say, we just want to hear some music and hear some food I cook and some rum and drink and everybody happy. Yeah, we don't know. So, see you later. Here we are. Let me talk about one more thing and then me left. You see me? People have been complaining from 1960s. And as me I say, I always say, especially as a social studies specialist as well, because some people think me just teach geography. I mean, that is my love, that is my passion, yeah? But I've also taught social arts. So social studies, when I went to Teachers College, I majored in geography and social studies. Did Caribbean studies as a complementary back then. Then I did my degree in geography and environmental studies. I'm a geographer true and true. That is my love. That is my passion. But as a social studies educator, I understand the importance of governance, the process of governance, the process of changing and electing governments. So that is important. So the democratic rights and freedoms that we have, we should appreciate them and exercise our democratic right to vote for the person or persons that we think at that juncture in time is best able to help us to achieve whatever goals we have in mind. Zane is best able to move the country forward economically, socially. Zane is best able to treat with the social decay and ills affecting the country. One of the things that continue to afflict us as a people is that we vote along party lines and not along policy lines. Zane, is that we are political tribalist and partisan and would only think one way, and that is it. As citizens, we should be flexible in our political choices based on the nature of the time that we are facing and the options available to us. See, again, we have this tendency, or we only vote one way. I mean, if it's your choice, it's your choice. I'm just saying that the ideal approach would be to be flexible and to vote for the best option at the time and not along party lines. That is just my views. You understand what I say? And that is part of what has kept us back as a country, because political parties have won election just because we have voted for that party there. Not based on policies or track record or potential, but because I saw we vote and I saw we have vote. And that is crippling us. Many people fought for us to gain universal adult suffrage, for us to have elections, and as such we should be able to choose the best set of people who are capable enough in our view to move us forward, and not because some of mother vote, some of vote so, or some of father vote, some of vote so. And I saw alone me been a vote, some of go vote so. But that's the next story for your next time. We'll talk about that one of them time there. Detectives detailed journey leading to the death of cult pastor Kevin Smith. I see the article. I don't read it yet still. I go read it, we don't know. And then I go bed. I don't do that yet. You understand? A detective corporal assigned to the Freeport police station in St. James gave a detailed description of the journey leading up to the shocking demise of cult pastor Kevin Smith when he testified in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Tuesday. Smith was a controversial alleged pastor. What do you mean alleged pastor? What do you mean alleged? Now him did a pre-judge me. I'll write this. Smith was may I read like how they write this. Smith was a controversial alleged pastor of Pathways International Restoration Ministries on Albion Road in Montego Bay, St. James. Now, Detective Corporal Lawrence Smart gave a lengthy testimony at a coroner's inquest into Smith's death. A coroner's inquest. Smith died in a motor vehicle crash while on his way to a court appearance in Kingston 2 years ago. According to the Detective Corporal, a police team consisting of 5 officers, including himself, were tasked to transfer Smith. When you can't slam the door them so in the house and me read this a story, you know. You don't do it. Yo, alright. So a police team consisting of 5 officers, including himself, were tasked to transfer Smith and co-accused Andre Ruddock. He said the team left their post at the Freeport police station and proceeded to the Barnett Street police station where the accused men were in custody. Smart said by the time they left St. James, they were joined by Detective Inspector Alwyn McLeod and his team, who carried both prisoners in an unmarked service vehicle. Smart said Detective Inspector McLeod's unit developed mechanical problems upon reaching Bengal District in Center. And what you say? So mechanical problem didn't me a turn back. Classified as high risk, Smith was placed in another service vehicle with 3 officers while Ruddock traveled in Detective Corporal Smart's unit. Smart said the vehicles came to a rest stop where water was provided for the officers and the prisoners. It was me touch the camera. Zine, Detective Corporal Smart said upon reaching Linstead, he received a phone call from one of the officers traveling with Smith indicating that the cult leader expressed the need to use the restroom. He said Smith added that he preferred to stop at the Bogwalk police station. However, Smart refused the request, saying he would allow him to use the restroom, but not on his terms. The Detective Corporal testified the decision was made to stop at the Spanish Town police station instead. Smith insisted he could not wait until then. Detective Corporal Smart said he decided to turn off and head to the Bogwalk police station. Immediately after that call, he said a loud crashing sound was heard. The Detective Corporal said he saw the unmarked service vehicle transporting Smith perched on the edge of the right side of an embankment. Smart said when he arrived at the scene, a detective constable who was sitting in the front passenger seat was the only person moving. Detective Corporal Smart said he observed that one officer had blood on his chest. The driver of the unit was bleeding from the head, while Constable Irons had blood coming from his mouth. Detective Corporal Smart said a large crowd gathered at the scene. Smart said the fire brigade had to cut the vehicle open to remove the injured persons. He said the 3 officers were taken to the Spanish Town Hospital while Smith was transported to the Linstead Hospital. Smart said his unit then continued the journey with Ruddock and handed him over to the Major Investigations Division. The cult pastor was arrested after 2 members of his congregation. Oh, you don't know all of them part there. Very spooky. Richie, where you there? Richie? I never know so that first thing still. Why? Big up to the police them, cause me ain't care. But truth be told, and I said this from the onset, I suspect that speeding and reckless driving led to that accident. I am not no accident reconstruction expert, but I stick to that, and it's very spooky though. You understand? Was the vehicle old or I science mess up the vehicle? I joke, I'm just kidding. So I guess the coroner's inquest will continue and we'll get more detail emerging as to other things surrounding that incident at the time. And them something there. Yeah. Yeah, please. As I said, I ain't too come off it tan long tonight. I try to catch back a look of vibes. And also I thought that it was very important that I spoke to the Beachy Stout acquittal on the conspiracy charge, because I know how we operate and how we think, and I know that, you know, it really and truly obvious if you really look at it. Foul player chicken ramping here. Boy, thing look away still. First thing, when you see your car they were brought down with him, if me had 3 police in it, if they have one next car for come, sir. Me don't know about that. You understand? Or me take a bus come link on the run of the part there, cause me don't know. But that speed and that speed still. Yeah, I have seen police many times transporting inmates, many times. And they are the fastest moving vehicle on the road. Every time. Every single time. I don't know new. And if police officers in the stream, there, I don't know no lie me I tell. I for whatever reason, they're always operating at breakneck speed. You understand what I say? So, I suspect that, you know, some people are say Kevin Powers and them something there. Finance, my experience freezing pan inside. Me don't know. And thing. It's sad. You know, I think Irons lost his life. I think it was 1 police officer that died, or 2. I don't even remember. I know at least 1 died. I think Irons, I remember that name. And thing, you know, sad situation. That was one of the situations that gripped us for 9 days. You understand? You know, everything in Jamaica, 9-day wonder. And these things. So we talk about some next thing Friday night. I work on the stream for Friday night. Because enough things I have to talk about, and I'm say some things in my background, so I'm going to talk it, and I have them on file to talk about, you know. You understand what I mean? So that NEPA, NWC, DPP situation there. Because NEPA, you see, NEPA. I have spoken publicly about my views on NEPA before, and they have not done much to erase my viewpoints, and they have done more to solidify how I feel about them. You understand what I say? They should have transported Kevin in one of the Bushmaster vehicles with JDF has. You know, hindsight is as they say, and thing. Peace, big up on yourself. DeAndre, it's good to see you, bro. See, as Mr. Pete, I know say a lot of things are going on. You know, I guess a few people value our few cents on these issues. So from time to time, we talk a few things. You understand what I say? And thing. Grammy the other day, Julian won the Grammy now. I think Julian won the Grammy. And them something like the Bob Marley movie out. I don't watch it yet. And thing. Right now some people been a kill Cindy all day because our happy birthday post she make about the gang. And then sitting I mean I say, you know, we can love Rita and don't hate Cindy, you know. Loving Rita don't mean say you have to hate Cindy. Cindy and Bob relationship was Cindy and Bob relationship. Whether we like it or not, it was what it was. It was never a secret. It was very public. You understand? Bobby even do turn your light down low. You understand for Cindy? You don't know secret. You understand what I say? Rita, and as me say, Rita would have lost many battles, but she won the war. Rita is the person who would have benefited significantly from Bob's estate since his passing and his children. Zane. And thing, Kerry, me think you're in a stream long time, you know. I don't know if I get a notification, Empress. You see me? Sorry. I think all Roses on the stream can get to. Because I did share it in our channel group one at a time. You see me? And thing. So yeah, these things, you understand? As she should. Yeah man, Rita earn her thing, man. Zane, but you know, I see some people are call Cindy some type, and I mean Cindy thing no new around here. You understand what I say? So it is, and remember too, you know, it is documented that Rita had a child outside of she and Bob's marriage to, you know, I think Stephanie. You understand, which Bob raised as his daughter too. So I don't like say, you know, Mother Rita was, you understand what I say? So, you just wish people happy birthday and leave people. Bob was happy with Cindy. Cindy was happy with Bob. You understand? Rita, I'm sure, wasn't happy at the time. Zane, but Rita, alright now, man. Rita, as I say, would have lost some battles. But you won the war. Rita, alright. You understand what I say? Very alright, I would suspect. You understand what I say? But Cindy wake up so unnecessary around my father. I want to tell you. And you know the world of political foolishness. You see video with man and man round so one time, man jack gun and all of them sitting there, man a thump it out and then sitting there. So we don't know. And thing. Bob cut and go through many. You know Bob say if you're looking for trouble, you come to the right place. You understand? Bob never had no secret. Bob tell him love the females. Him you understand? I remember I did a video once, you know. Say Bob the woman. I even to this day people still chastise for that video, but be good with that because I think I'm my second biggest video. The two most viewed videos on my channel are related to Bob. So we have to give thanks to the gang. You understand how many children Bob Marley have? Then time when me listen to them video, they make me feel happy about it still. But we have to start somewhere, and when I did the video about Bob the womanizer. Everybody knows that Bob love woman and Bob have all type of women and the women then love Bob and is an you understand what I say? And me do a video talking about some of Bob's relationship and some people tell me some things you then think of Bob and them pitney or them a Bob family, mother and father. But say that video there is my second most viewed video of all times. You understand? So, big up the gang. You understand what I say? The gang is the gang, yeah. So, Rita know the situation was and she stood around him. She saw what she wanted and she loved her husband. See, people are commenting on the video up to, see, somebody just comment on it. His infidelities doesn't matter because Rita stayed. She also had kids while in the, I don't think it's kids, I think it's probably one. You understand? So, See people still are pressure me about the video there. Most viewed video. Alright, so the most viewed video upon the channel, how many children Bob Marley had? 1.7 million views. I did a video there 6 years ago. That video has been good to me. And Bob Marley's many women. Teach them. Bob the womanizer. I never trouble Bob now. I just document the thing and I want to look up thing. I read fast another video you have had. 1.2 million. So I have 2 videos on the channel that are over 1 million views, and the 2 of them are bad. Big up to you gang. You understand what I say? You understand? Until, you understand? There will be war. We have to give thanks to you gang. And then 2 videos, every year more people watch them. So we give thanks. I wish I didn't know when I can read a little bit, you know. And my video them alright, and my graph me did do it. But you know what I think, I have to start from somewhere. And then 7 most feared, fearless and famous police officers. All these people pressure me. Oh, you not call the M and the name from around there, so I guess the name of people call the most. A Karate George. Karate George name could end up on if you choose still. But say me never have nothing with Karate George. All of them are man, I have video clips with them. And sitting and picture the entire time. I don't picture Karate George. I couldn't even know. You understand what I say? And thing. And then smooth video, Jamaica most professional cop. See, and that should have been most polite cop, you know, but me decided professional because I guess that I got draw more interest. Almost 800. Yeah, so nice good video. One video yes or no too. Where them say, yo boy, you can't read, you know. I would is a fool, man. Jamaica's richest and most posh neighborhoods. Boy, I mean some video. We give thanks. How far we are coming from, you know? Far. You understand? So yeah, and I think too, some people are just learning the history of Bob and Cindy's relationship and the dynamics of it, including the Rita situation. So some people just get to voice them anguish, them anger about it. Well, I mean, the world been know about this story. I mean, you understand? I watch that video with those 7 from time to time. Yeah, I mean, so when me at Billy thing, me there, I do some different type. I see what stick on them, something them. Most things with Bob normally get some views. You understand? You can imagine if the gang was around, you know, and I get to interview the gang, and I ask the gang some things. That would be nice. I wonder if the gang would be as big as him is now if he was alive. I wonder. But say, yeah. Cindy post without fear. Cindy not busy with nobody care. A long time Cindy not busy with people, you know. You understand? I mean, Cindy is being ostracized. I see people are call Cindy bitch and them something. I mean, I say, wanna get off, I call the lady bitch. See, Bob never had the relationship. She never had the relationship. And out of that relationship came one of the most talented artists in her own rights in the music. DMA and Junior Gang Marley, just the reality of that. And if you ask many people, they will tell you that probably is the most naturally talented of Bob Marley's children, musically speaking. So then there's that too, so I don't know. One of them things. I have done many videos about Jamaican corrupt politicians, Father DeAndre. I have done videos about Jamaica's most scandalous politicians. I have done videos about Jamaican cockmouth, kill cock, all sort of things. Videos about all sort of things. Them up on the channel, you don't have to just search them. A long time we do this, you know. You understand what I say? And thing. But we love Rita to art. You understand? But loving Rita though means we have to hate Cindy either. Cindy don't do nothing, you know. Cindy did nothing. You understand what I say? And Cindy produced one of my favorite artists. Zane. I have all the albums that Junior Gang ever released. Zane, in my top 10 albums, Junior Gang have 2 albums in there. You understand what I say? So, we give thanks for Lady Cindy, because without Lady Cindy, they wouldn't be a Junior Gang. You understand? I mean, name Junior Gang, me tell you, no. And big up Queen Rita anywhere she there. As me say, she would have endured a lot. Zane, she would have lost many battles, but she won the war. I know, growing up in the country, me know enough women who them know them husband cheat. They not left their husband. They not left their husband give a woman. And their husband, she might come home to her tonight. Is you understand? Bob used to call Rita to come take the woman them out of her room. You understand what I say? Like, I know these things have been said. You see me? Yeah, man. In our early days, we do some things, man. When we try to find a formula, then they want we cut and Lady Bernadine, how are you? Shanti and mind control. Yeah, Rita said Bob used to call her if you come take the ladies because when them come in the room, them don't want to leave. You understand? Because the gang have a thing on a level. So she have to remove them. You see me? So it was Rita never leave her husband. You understand what I say? Rita never leave her husband and Rita won the war. It's as simple as that. Zane, Rita, she name Rita Marley. You understand? Only know she name Rita Marley. So you can go and them up on yourself about Cindy and Rita. Rita happy and alright. You understand? I'm sure Cindy happy and alright too. So I don't know. You see me? It's big up Bob Marley. You understand? Great musician. Zane. I not tell you say you have to look on Bob Marley life and emulate it, and I not tell you that. But me I say big up a gang. You understand? Because out of Bob Marley having 10, 11, 12 children, me have my biggest video of all time. Me give thanks to that. If Bob never have the youth, then I couldn't have that video. Out of Bob being Bob and out of the infidelities, I get my second biggest video. You understand? If the gang never, I wouldn't have that to talk about. So me make the most of the situation when you can go and them upon yourself. Every year more and more people watch them the video there, you know. Those videos will be watched all when me pass and gone, you know. Because even with the whole situation now will come up with Cindy and Rita, people going back and watching the video there. Because some of the information is new to them. As me say, I wish I know I could then do the read the voice over and read a nice little thing, you know what I mean? And make the thing flow nice and you know what I mean? The diction is, but I just saw it go. Some people still go up on the video and say, then how does everybody else so and so? But we give thanks. Yeah, that's that. The channel was built on those foundational videos, so we give thanks. So big up Bob on the merch strong. The gang, you understand? The real one. You see me? And big up Lady Rita, the queen. Zane. And big up Sister Marcia. Because you see Sister Marcia, you know when Rita was frustrated and no sing some of my background song them. Because all Turner Light don't know. Rita name want to sing background vocals. Sister Marcia convinced her to do it. Sister Marcia is such a peaceful woman. I am a peaceful woman. Jaja. Peace. Big up for yourself. Me soon or soon. You understand? Take care and be safe, yes, sir. Zane. Big up everybody. Because, you know what I mean? I don't watch a movie yet still. I'm not sure if I go watch it yet. Zane. Because I think is a Jamaican actor shouldn't play Bob. I just me, that just my feeling. That just you can chastise as me want, but I think we have talented Jamaicans who could play the role and play it well. You understand what I say? And thing and these things. That's how me feel about it. So you can't take that from that how me feel. So me might watch it for the historical lessons that I go learn from because I don't know everything about the gang. I know some things out of research. But you know, I think that one of the things kind of, you know what I mean, was a little bit off-putting for me because I don't know that a Jamaican will play Muhammad Ali or will play a Tiger Woods or a Michael Jordan. You understand what I say? Somebody a yard shouldn't play the gang. That's what me think. You understand what I say? So, yeah. I mean, him Junior Gang, me tell you no. Youngest veteran. Rita never liked the lyrics. Turn your lights down low. I never tried to resist. Oh no. In my humble opinion, I hope they gave Dave Elliott. Me not think they wouldn't get that slap there still, but other people couldn't get it still. You understand? Me not say Dale wouldn't get that spot there yet, to be honest with you. See, even though I play the sprinter and thing, he probably could have. Zine, but other people and I would prefer Dale over somebody else outside the country to be honest. Zine, so to be honest with you, I don't know. But one of them things, I might watch it, I might not watch it. You make know. And think. Probably just for the history, the historical part of it and the lessons that I learned, I go watch it. But outside of that, peace. What happened to Shepherd? I don't know. Yes, speak up yourself, you know. Not even the younger Bob, bro. Maybe. Maybe. I have a few people local who I think could pull it off. Zane. And two of them were in Nomads. So do the maths. I think Creary would have done well with that role if you ask me. On a serious level. Plus you have other people. We don't to you understand what I say? So yeah. We have talent here. Yeah. But big up Bob. That's all I can say. Big up the gang. I have a lot to be grateful for the growth of my channel because of, you know, stories that he would have inspired and these things. So, yeah, the damage is already done. There's Pat Marley tour. Teach. As we say, we don't know. I don't to get into that still, but it's what it is. That's just how I feel about it. I go watch it, but for my own time at my own pace. You understand what I say? Because I am sure there are many things about Bob's life that I don't know yet, and for what I do that is important. You know what I mean? Kind of put some dots to the history and make my thing a little bit more knowledgeable. Peace, big up on yourself. What good? Come there, chat. I say I left, I'm still there. Zane, Baba, you're a role model. What you mean? I don't know what you mean in a case. I'm going to answer to that. Bob great. Baba legend. So if you mean like that, I don't want to be great. Yeah. You understand? Line. Even Ziggy could have played. But yeah, me have Ziggy in my head too, to be honest with you. But I think that would have been a little bit weird. Kerry, then is you come here when we are left. We're there for a long time. We can't stay here for facilitate you all night. Go watch back his stream. See you Friday night, peeps. Me I go bed. Good night. Me love you, you know. Me there. You understand? Kerry, tell me if you stream Friday. See? We stream Friday and see talk about and cuss some people. Tomorrow nomination day. Tomorrow nomination day. So you know say the road I go festive, I guess. You know it's up go. You know the political people will be out nominating their local government candidates and we see what go on. Safe travel upon the graph, you know what I think. Peeps, pick up on yourself. Let me see, me find one tune play before me left here. Which tune me I play? Tune I never feel, you know. I'm gone.
5 and 4 9 and Mr. 1 make 10. The Admiral Tibet as Mr. Reality introducing to you.
Yes, Lady Roberts, me go work on it.
No matter how far them they are reach them. Listen to this. Classic. We are living in a serious time.
Peace, big up on yourself.
Don't let the devil blow your mind. The time is so serious. Cantankerous and dangerous. Yes. Yeah. He's only in the Father. Teach them put his trust. The time is so serious. Cantankerous and dangerous.
Move.
Yeah. Said all over the world, everyone. 5 and 4 9 and Mr. 1 make 10. The Admiral Tibet as Mr. Reality introducing to you. Teach them.
I just get one notification about PayPal. I say, oh, give me some money over PayPal. I want to say, it's a subscription and I have them to take money for.
Yes.
I don't love that.
The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. Yes. Yeah. He's only in the Father. Teach them put his trust. The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. Move. Yeah. Said all over the world, everyone is in a heated rush. Wanna bet it's not everything good for eat, good for talk. I don't just know shadows after dark. They will walk and talk, eat and drink with you. Pretend as if they're all with you, but I won't let no one.
Yeah, man, I watch you all I match, man. I best me see the youth them play from the season start. The first game against Liverpool was a good game. The game against City and Tottenham was a good game too, but I think this was the bravest performance, most confident looking performance, me say. So, I hope for the best here, sir.
Said all over the world, everyone is in the heated rush.
Yeah, man, it'll go on strong, Kerry, man. I give thanks.
Always on the alert, because I know that my life is worth. No one will push me around. I'm standing firm and judge the ground. People dying for hunger, and the little children got no mother nor no father, no. Nothing to earn. The more they live is the more they learn. The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. And yes, it's only in the Father. Teach them Buddhist others. The time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. Said all over the world, everyone is in the heated rush. Teach them.
Hey, I want to know this one is about the program called Teach Them, where the message always reach them. You don't know, seeing Junior Cats are watching now. Big it up, chop it, rude boy. But as the kings of kings and lords of lords, the conqueror line of the tribe of Judah. Boom shot.
Oh, so me get good notification there. Lady Karen Roberts, thanks for the contribution over Cash App. A good notification that.
You them are suffer. Rough and tough and it getting rougher. Rough and tough, teach them can't suffer. Have you ever you're a poor man?
Yeah, man, the free kick they catch me out to me never expect it.
On him tribe them a ball. Or the worm them in your belly, but I'm still a crawler. Looks by your mouth like over white man. Make you wait, merman, that you never catch me a ball. This is what we wanna speak about most of all. Tired for pass a prisoner, yeah, they youth them a ball. Babylon a beat them with banner behind wall. And some of the government them literate and some all. Have the eagles in the market I run with them stall. Righteous will stand but hidden will fall. Nothing know themselves until them back and say wall. Big up Frankie Paul and big up Sean Paul. Come off and Junior Cat we control the dance all cause rough and tough and it's
getting rougher.
Rough and tough
and
teach them can't suffer. Rough and tough and it's getting rougher. Rough and tough, teach them can't suffer. Mama working so hard, nearly broke her back. I clean people for and I wash out them mat. I wash out them. Teach them, oh Lord.
Peeps, so let's go left it in. Big up on yourself.
Let the message reach them. He said that. God alone and God alone. This is teach them. The general, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it no look good none at all. Teach them and make them know what's going on. Hey, teach them a play. Now teach them comfy.
Lock down the city.
Cause it's not pretty.
You them a suffer like that.
No leaky. Them can't trick we teach them a run for in a yard. Level the score. Teach them a play with the reach and the ball. We don't level the score. Teach them a play with the reach and the ball. Level the score. Teach them a play.
It's a minute of son. What can say you gonna?
Level the score. Teach them a play with the reach and the ball. Hey,
he gone up.
From Cash Plus, that's up, he gone up.
Speaking about Cash Plus, you know, see some people give their money again to some people who are there. Boy, I mean, I tell you. And they say they don't have money, you know. So, they, boy, I don't know.
Yo, he gone up.
It's like we not learn.
Price gone up, he gone up. The plate price gone up, he gone up. Can't pay if you want a break, now like he gone up. Oh, Lord, then we sing, say, in the city. Where in the pretty ready, you them a visit down a mark. No leaky. Them can't trick me. Teach them run for in a yard. Level the score. Teach them a play with it.
When you see what go on out in the out in the waters and what that channel that they see channel Red Sea? I think so. I don't know what go on, but alright. See all sort of fools that go on running around.
Teach them, come to teach them. The whole world we are reach them. catch his speech then. Oh, trouble again, and the world is getting nervous. Oh, world war again. Mankind, you better pray now.
Yes, them Barry Kerry.
Ukraine lick a shot and the Russian lick it back. The USA said that them vexed about that. UN say that them with
I'm live in studio.
but teach them. Say that him just not stop. Trouble again. World war getting closer. Oh, worries again. The whole world in a danger. Oh, Palestine surprise.
Yeah, man, Palestine surprise Israel for true. Next to me, Alex, that. Peeps. Well, you know, let me play that song again. You know,
Is your light and your salvation? Who shall you fear? None. Any weapon or farm up against teach them can never prosper. You hear that? Any man without sin, teach them. Tell them to cast the first stone. You know? Teach them. Go on their work. Yeah. Wonderful works. From this life, said that. Teach them. You want to see your face, so you have to keep the faith. Must read Zion, you're not gonna make no mistake. True, I got teach and praise him for lend him days. Lend him days to travel through certain teach them. You want to see your face, so you have to keep the faith. Must read Zion, you're not gonna make no mistake. True, I got teach.
Yeah, baseline man, ready, man. Ready, man, I make again.
To travel through certain teach them. I man, so please take the case. I am very certain that these are the last days. Prophecy are fulfilled, some boys still again.
Frankie Sly, big up yourself in the day, broski. Manners and respect every time.
Murder man and no one forget a grace. Some I eat when off eat and some I taste when off it taste. Segregation, some of them are ban certain race. Boss and the managers.
Well, next time I play some more tune, I go on my bed. After my bed. Peeps. Big up on yourself, yeah. Be there. Walk good. Step with ya. Safe travel upon the gravel. I'm out.
Nature, Ellis representing for ExtraClass, saying we teach them. Little piece of my story, piece of ExtraClass story. Yeah.
They say me have plans to build son.
A piece of my life, piece of my life. Hey, teach them, I give them the story. Hey, watch you now. ExtraClass control country, lock the place in the city. To deal with your music, I say. Did not have a place to stay, but I pray to Jah for a better day. Hey, teach them never stray. ExtraClass is for the trying man and trying no man.
Peeps. Night.
Working for
Come on.
a better